Stop for 1 second. Right now, today, how many things are living inside your head? An email you forgot to send. A bill you need to pay. A message you never answered. Here's the truth, your brain was never built to hold all of that. And by the end of this episode, you will know the exact 4-step method that some of the world's busiest people use to empty their mind and finally feel calm again. Hello and welcome back to English Ignite Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm really happy you're here. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a famous productivity book called Getting Things Done, written by David Allen. This topic matters because so many of us feel busy, tired, and mentally full every single day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly, so you can follow me, and repeat after me. Let's begin. Many people today feel very busy. They have tasks. They have emails. They have meetings. They have family responsibilities. And because of this, their mind feels full. Maybe you know this feeling, my friend. You try to relax. But suddenly, you remember something. An email you forgot. A call you need to make. A message waiting for a reply. Even when your body is resting, your brain is still working. David Allen says something very interesting. He says our mind is not designed to remember everything. Our brain is excellent at creating ideas. But it is terrible at storage. When we try to hold too many tasks in our head, we feel stress. David Allen calls this mental clutter. Here's a simple way to picture it. Imagine your mind is a desk. A clean desk helps you focus. But a desk covered in papers, notes, and random objects? It becomes almost impossible to work. Your mind works exactly the same way. Let's practice 3 simple sentences about this idea. Repeat after me. My mind feels full today. Now you repeat. I need to write this down. Now you repeat. I don't need to remember everything. Now you repeat. Very good. Now here's something powerful. David Allen didn't just find the problem. He found a complete system to fix it, 4 simple steps that anyone can use, in any language, in any job. I'm going to walk you through every single one. And I promise you, the last step is the one that changes everything. But first, let's understand why this happens at all. David Allen calls unfinished tasks open loops. An open loop is something you started thinking about, but never finished. You need to call the bank. You want to start exercising. You need to prepare a presentation. These ideas sit in your mind like open circles. Not closed. Not finished. And because they're not finished, your brain keeps reminding you again and again and again. That's why a tiny task, like sending one email, can follow you around all day. The real problem isn't the work itself, my friends. The real problem is trying to remember it all. So what's the fix? David Allen says, don't keep tasks in your head. Put them into a trusted system. This could be a notebook. It could be an app on your phone. The tool doesn't matter. What matters is that your brain trusts it. This first step is called capture. Capture means, the moment something enters your mind, you write it down immediately. Let me tell you a short story. Imagine you're walking outside, and suddenly you remember, I need to send that important message. If you say, I'll remember later, your brain won't relax. It will just keep repeating the reminder. But if you take out your phone and write it down in 10 seconds, something shifts. Your brain says, good, this is safe now. And it lets go. David Allen has one strict rule here: capture everything. Don't judge it. Don't decide if it's important. If it's in your mind, it goes in your inbox. Let's shadow this together. Repeat after me. I will write this down. Now you repeat. This task is now safe. Now you repeat. My mind can relax now. Now you repeat. Well done, my friend. That's tip 1. But tip 2 is where things start to feel truly clear, because right now, your inbox might be full of messy, confusing ideas. Let's fix that. Step 2 is called clarify. This means understanding exactly what each item is, and deciding what action it needs. Here's the problem with most to-do lists: they're vague. Someone writes project on their list. But what does that mean? Start it? Finish it? Call someone about it? The brain doesn't know, and when the brain doesn't know, it avoids the task completely. So David Allen asks one powerful question: what is the next physical action? Not health. Instead, call the doctor to schedule a checkup. Not house. Instead, clean the kitchen table. Not career. Instead, update my resume. Do you see the difference? One is heavy and confusing. The other is light and clear. Let's learn one important word here: manageable. Manageable means something you can control, step by step. A big vague task feels heavy. A manageable task feels light. Repeat after me: manageable. Now you repeat. This task feels manageable now. Now you repeat. Excellent. Here's a small trick inside this step that many people love. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, just do it immediately. Don't write it down. Don't organize it. Just finish it. This keeps your whole system light and fast. If you're still listening right now, that already tells me something, my friend. You're serious about fixing this feeling of mental clutter. So let's keep going, because tip 3 is where your whole system gets its shape. Step 3 is organize, placing every task in the right home inside your system. Think about a kitchen, my friends. Plates go in one cabinet. Forks go in a drawer. Everything has a place. Cooking is calm and easy. But imagine a kitchen where plates are in the sink, forks are on the table, and pans are on the floor. Cooking becomes stressful. Chaotic. Your mind works exactly like that kitchen. David Allen suggests a few simple lists. The next actions list small, ready tasks like send the report or call the dentist. The projects list anything needing more than one step, like plan a vacation or move to a new apartment. The waiting for list tasks depending on other people, like waiting for John to send the contract. And the someday or maybe list future dreams like learn to play guitar or travel to Japan. Not urgent. Just waiting for their time. Let's shadow these 4 words. Repeat after me. Next actions. Now you repeat. Projects. Now you repeat. Waiting for. Now you repeat. Someday, maybe. Now you repeat. Perfect. Now your system has structure, just like a clean kitchen. That's 3 tips down. But here's the thing, my friend, most people stop here. They capture, they clarify, they organize, and then they quietly stop. And within a few weeks, their whole system falls apart. Why? Because they skip the final, most powerful step. The one I saved for last. Tip 4, the weekly review, the final, most powerful step. This step is called review, and specifically, the weekly review. Let me give you a picture. Imagine a garden. If you plant flowers but never return, weeds grow. Plants get thirsty. Everything grows in the wrong direction. But if you visit that garden every week pulling weeds, watering plants, it stays alive and beautiful. Your productivity system is that garden. Once a week, you sit down. You check your next actions. You check your projects. You check who you're waiting on. You ask yourself, what did I finish? What still needs attention? What new tasks appeared? Here is the part almost nobody talks about, my friends, and it's the real secret behind this whole method. When people skip the weekly review, they slowly stop trusting their own system. They start to worry, is something missing? Did I forget something important? And the moment the doubt appears, their brain starts storing tasks in their head again. All that calm you built? It disappears. But when you review consistently, your brain learns one simple truth: nothing important will be forgotten. And that, my friend, is when your mind finally becomes calm. David Allen calls this state mind like water. Picture a quiet lake. When the water is completely still, it reflects the sky perfectly clear, calm, beautiful. But the moment the water starts shaking, the reflection breaks apart. Blurry. Confused. Your mind is that lake, my friends. A mind full of open loops is shaking water. A mind that has captured, clarified, organized, and reviewed everything becomes still. Calm. Clear. That's not just productivity. That's peace. Let's shadow this final, beautiful idea. Repeat after me. My mind is calm. Now you repeat. My mind is like water. Now you repeat. I trust my system. Now you repeat. Beautiful, my friend. Truly beautiful. So let's bring this together. Remember the question I asked at the very start? How many things are living inside your head right now? After today, you have an answer. You don't need a stronger memory. You don't need more willpower. You need 4 simple habits: capture everything, clarify what it means, organize it into a system your brain can trust, and review it every single week. Small actions, done consistently, can create powerful change. I'm Alex, and this is English Ignite Podcast. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.